Hey guys, this is Long Haul Larry, and we're at the ADL shop, and we got John showing up. I think he's coming, and we're gonna play a little prank on him. You guys always want me to prank, so we're gonna see if we can scare the bejesus out of him. I hear a semi. Yeah, it's him. I don't know why he's backing in. What in the world is he doing? What in the world is he doing? I have no idea why in the world he is backing in. Why'd you back in? Why did you back in? No, I want you to pull in. Watch over the pole. It's pretty sketchy stuff, man. It's pretty scary that he drives cross country. Hopefully he doesn't smash it at a wall. Why did you back in?
I don't know, just feel like, you know what? Remember a couple months ago you were doing dispatch and stuff?
Yes.
So you were a truck driver, the mechanic, dispatch, right?
Uh-huh.
And I recently designated you as a morale officer.
A morale officer.
Yeah, I told them, if you guys need some feelings to unload, call Larry.
Okay, so why'd you back in the driveway, dumbass? Am I building your morale now? That was very dumb. I was walking out to show these guys something on the Papa Bear's truck that I did, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And then you're backing in. I'm like, I've never seen anybody back in here.
I saw a ladder over there at the trailer, right?
Yes.
So I thought you were up there. So I turned around and looked at if you were there or not.
So you thought I was on top of the ladder?
Yeah.
And you were going to hit the bottom of the ladder so I'd fall off and go back home for another 6 months?
Yeah, I don't think that would work.
Well, you know what? You should see. Because, yesterday, I was recording. Yesterday, I sent you.
Live?
No. Yesterday, I sent you a picture of Baby Blue.
Yeah.
Well, I was there getting a part for Papa Bear's truck.
Uh-huh.
Now, let's put you to the test. If you think you know Baby Blue and miss Baby Blue so much, I was going to go show him the part that I put on there. Why don't you come and point it out? You should be able to point it out. Since you know. Come on, let's go.
Some parts out of Baby
Come on. Let's test your skills.
All right.
I gotta get the permit book out of it anyway, so.
Welcome to the boneyard.
The boneyard. See now, there is a part that I have taken off of Baby Blue, and I have.
Who is that?
That is what was his name? George from Texas.
Okay. This is Papa Bear's truck.
Yep, that's Papa Bear's truck. And I put a part on it, and I will tell you it's on this side. So let's see if you can figure out what part it is. since you know Baby Blue so well.
It's on the outside.
Yes, it is on the outside. I gotta grab the permit book though. But you tell me if you figure it out. But it is on this side. It's right back there. Gotta get in closer. It's gonna be a smaller part. Baby Blue was your precious truck. Right about.
I'm wearing a hearing aid.
I know you are. If I just blew the battery.
Wow. See, this is why you are the morale officer. That is just so downright wrong in so many levels.
Oh my goodness. So
I don't love you anymore. Cheers.
So look at that. There's a train horn on here now. It's mounted under the catwalk.
Yeah.
You always wanted a train horn.
Yeah.
And here Papa Bear gets it, not you.
It's just life.
Just life. That was pretty good though. All right, now I gotta get to work. You don't even want to blow the horn?
No.
Oh, just lost all enthusiasm.
You hurt my feelings.
Well, John is gone. We got all of his list all taken care of. And did everything we could. There was an alignment issue, I guess. Well, we can't do alignment here. But he's all gone. One of the things that I've even heard it in some of his videos, and he's all, every time he hits a brakes, he's squeaky brake, and he says, "Oh, Larry, your truck's talking to you." No, there's nothing I can do with that. What that is the brakes are all good. I checked everything over. Actually, his drum, he's got a drum on his front brake that is glazed over. And what that was he got it too hot. He's coming on a hill and held on the brakes too long and heated it up, and he glazed over the drum. It's just time. Time will roughen it up again and it'll go away. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to put, $500 of parts because he's got a little squeaky brake on it. So, what we're going to do is tackle 796 here. I guess there is a driver that is going to be showing up on Monday, and he's going to be jumping in this truck. And the boss wanted me to, he wants me to fix this. This was done right here, and it's got a nice little cut in there. This was done by a driver before that drove this truck before, and he clipped a deer. And he says this was from an antler. I don't know where they came from like that. It's kind of weird looking. And it also, oh, the light's really bright. This is cracked right here on the side right here. This is a real flimsy spot. So I'm going to be grinding this down into the fiberglass. And sorry about the light, wasn't watching. I'm going to be grinding that down and then lay some fiberglass cloth in there. Let that cure all up, and then I'll sand it and maybe put a little filler in it. I don't know. This here, same thing. I'm going to grind this back, lay some fiberglass in that, and strengthen this up. This paint job is messed up. There were some other problems with this fender back in here. And when we first got the shop open, there was a guy that was working in here part-time, and he thought he was a body guy, and he tackled this. And he did a decent job of repairing it. But then blending the paint was not good. And he kind of really messed up this paint job. And so the boss was saying something about, sand it all down and blend it all back in and stuff. I don't have that many days. He doesn't understand that. You got to lay fiberglass. You got to let that cure. You got to let that dry and everything. Then sand it. Then you got to, excuse me. Then you got to put filler into it. And you got to sand it. Get it all straight. That's another day. Then you got to put primer on it. Then you got to wet sand it and prep it. It's like a whole day of prepping it and everything. And then you got to paint it. You got to let that sit and dry. And you got to wet sand it. Try to blend the lines in. And the thing is I guess the best way to be somewhere in here is to paint this all the way back into this line here. It's kind of a shadow. And so that'd be the best place to go and paint the whole thing. So and all matched. And then you'd have to wet sand that, sand in the seam and stuff, and then another coat of paint, and then wet sand it and buff it. It's a 4 or 5 day process. I don't have that many days. I only got a couple days. So I told him that. I told him, anything, I'll get the fiberglass in there, maybe sand it tomorrow, and maybe get some filler in it or something like that, and then maybe get a little primer on there so that it seals it up. And then some other time when we got a week or something in the truck's here, we can sit here and tackle this, or we can take it to a body shop, whatever. But, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to tackle this tonight, just get out the little angle grinder and just start grinding away on some of this grinder back here. And so I can lay up a little fiberglass cloth in here, mix up a little fiberglass, and then fix up that one. And that one there, I'm going to have to lay some fiberglass cloth behind it to add strength, to build it all up and everything. So that's what I'll be doing with that. Hey guys, we're just moving along with our trailers and with our trucks. I've been working on all kinds of different little things, little tasks all over here all day long. Got that trailer done. I actually got somebody else in here. The other mechanic, he knows a younger guy, and he came in today and he helped me. And the brakes all had to be replaced on that. Brakes and brake drums. I can't lift the brake drums off. There's just no way I can do it. So that guy came in, he took care of that, and an air bay issue. And I think that was about it on that trailer. I got everything else taken care of. And the other mechanic, he changed the oil on it. So, but I got all the other stuff on the list. I got that all taken care of on that trailer. It's good to go. Now we're off on R68. And this one I did the last time I was here. And it's all good to go. There's just a couple things that need to be checked off. One of the things is these little rivets. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not. But up there, see that rivet, how it's out? And there's actually a couple more on this door over here up in that top corner. So middle of the night, bring out the ladder. Hey, it's like deja vu, huh? But I actually went out and used the boss's credit card because some of this stuff was going on, and I was like, dude, I'm not going up there and messing with anything unless we have a good ladder. So I used the boss's credit card. I didn't even say nothing to him. I just went and bought the thing. And so now we got a nice ladder with good feet that are going to hold and everything. But the one thing I was going to show you guys is a lot of times the corners right here will get torn up on reefer doors. It happens a lot. A lot of times what happens is we'll haul negative 10-degree loads. It could be warm outside, whatever. And you always get a little bit of an air leak, you know, on the corners in between where the doors set. And then you get, it freezes. And then when you open it, it tears this rubber that seals the door. This one here, this is not what happened here. Somebody had this door open like this and then backed up into a door and was too far on one side. And you usually have like metal plates that you have to go in between, you know, it's kind of like a guide thing. And somebody hit this and it tore this up. But I did this on another trailer. The other trailer just had a little bit of a tear in it and stuff. And I think that was from frost. And I actually used this stuff right here. It's flex tape. And it's a rubberized tape. And I put this on the other one and it worked awesome. It actually stuck on there really good. I cleaned it down with some brake cleaner and everything, and then cut a piece to go right around there. And it works really good. And so now I'm gonna fix up that, and I'm just gonna do a couple of rivets here. And I think that's about it on this one. But there is a driver starting here tomorrow, and he's gonna be jumping into one of the Kenworth T680s, and he's supposed to take this trailer. And it's a Sunday, it's actually Easter. And so I've had two trailers on each side of the road, and really makes the driveway narrow for the other businesses in here. But tomorrow is Monday and everybody's gonna be coming in here. So I gotta get this done tonight. Plus the other driver's coming in tomorrow morning and he needs this trailer. So I'm gonna get this one done, and I'm almost done with everything on that. It's got a couple little things. And then I'm gonna take that one back to the yard and then move this one back over there out of the way. And I got one other project that I'm working on too. Well, guys, I lived. I didn't fall off the ladder out there in the middle of the night like last time. No deja vu. It was a little bit though. But here's the last project that I've worked on today. The old shop truck. This truck we actually bought from the neighbor. Bought it for $800. and the motor was junk. I did a whole video on that, and we ended up finding a motor out of a junkyard and got it in here, and I yanked the bad one out and put the new motor in there, and then we had a nice little shop truck that we could drive around and get parts, and you know, don't really care about if it gets a little scratched or dirtied up, because the boss always has his truck, but you know, he's got a brand new one, and I hate getting in it and putting oily things in the back and stuff. This way, shop, it's got its own truck, and it's got to go back in for a yearly inspection, I guess, here in Maryland. I don't have those yearly inspection things where I live. And it has a check engine light on it. And I did he wanted me to go through it and figure out what was going on. And I scanned it, and it came out to be the charcoal canister that is hooked up to it's emission stuff. It's hooked up to the fuel tank, catches vapors and stuff out of the fuel tank. And also, it also had another fault code. And what was this thing here? This purge valve sits up on the intake and stuff. And so I replaced those two. And I cleared all the codes on it. And I ran another test. I ran it for a while. And then the check engine light came on. And I did another one. And it turns out now it's a fuel... purged fuel solenoid, and that's on the back of the gas tank. It's this little solenoid thing that goes in the back. It's another emission thing. So I have to get that tomorrow morning. Don't have that. I've told the boss about it and everything. And also the front left wheel bearing has been going out. It's been getting louder and louder. And so I had the boss pick me up a wheel bearing. You can see her right there. I got her all installed, but the brake rotor, which is right there, and you can see it by the mess on the floor. It was so rusted on there. I could not get that brake rotor off of that bearing. That thing is just rusted tight on it. There's no bolts or nothing like that hold it on there, but it's so rusted on there. I sat there beating on it and could not get it to even budge. And so I actually took a sledgehammer, laid up underneath the truck there, and swung the sledgehammer. I still couldn't get it. And it was a real pain in the butt to get that wheel bearing off of there, because with the rotor still on there, it's pretty much covered. I actually had to heat the spindle and everything, and then use a chisel to get behind there. It was harsh. It was really rusted in there. But I got it. But I destroyed that rotor, which is not that big a deal. But destroyed that rotor. So I ended up telling the boss we need a new rotor, and the brake caliper on there, the pins were just shot. So I told him, so let's get a new brake caliper, a new rotor, and we'll be good to go and get that new solenoid for the fuel purge. And then this should be good. I also changed the oil since I was doing all this. And got the oil all changed and everything. And hopefully that'll take care of all the engine lights and everything else. And then be able to take this thing for emissions tomorrow or whatever, and get it all inspected and get good stickers on it, I guess. I guess you got to do that stuff in certain places. Not where I live. But she's all good to go now. So this was my last thing for the night. And I just kind of moved a bunch of trailers around and everything else. And everything's all cleaned up around here. And he's going to go get me all the parts in the morning and drop them off here. And then I'm going to try to finish this thing up. So I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to go and clean up a little bit. And I am going to go and lay down for a bit. Lay on some ice. Maybe watch a little Netflix or something. And go beddy bye. So I hope everybody out there is having themselves a great day, great night as they watch this here video. And if you're not, well, I can certainly try that all over again tomorrow. I'll catch you guys later. See ya. By the way, are you guys noticing how the brightness in the shop now? I got all those LEDs all up there now. And I mean, oh my goodness, it is so much brighter in here. You can actually see what's going on. It's unbelievable how bright and nice it is in here now. Can see things. The only thing is those are still halogen over there, but it's fine. We do have 4 extra bulbs. I said something to them. It doesn't really matter. It's really bright in here, and so it'll be fine.